Hey guys, here we are in the BMW M4 GT3 at Bathurst, where I'm going to show you my approach to the forest elbow 2 laps in a row, and I'm hoping you guys can tell me what was the difference between the 2 laps. I honestly don't know the difference. I might have an idea, but I'm hoping you guys can help me in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy, and see you at the end. So here's the first lap that I'm approaching the forest elbow. Nothing particularly special that lap. I'm just going to show that from chase view here. And now here's my approach on the next lap. So I'm just going to skip through ahead here, going through, and now let's go back on board and watch my approach. So obviously the clear difference was that I spun, but I'm really trying to figure out what did I do differently that caused that spin. So once again, I'll show this in chase view. The way that the car just came around just really surprised me, and I'm just trying to figure out what caused it. So once again, I'm just going to go a little more in depth here, looking at the speeds and the inputs. So as we're taking this line here, I feel like we are maybe half a car length off the wall at this point, and our peak, we can see that we start putting in some wheel at what speed. So we're kind of keeping the wheel straight. We're going to start putting in wheel around there, maybe a little earlier, so we're just going to back up until the wheel's straight. So about at this point, we're going by 81 miles per hour, and if we're looking at the brake pressure, we can see that it's around 60%, and we're turning before we're starting to trail off. Now we're trailing off, but the rear is already a bit unstable, and that ends up leading to the spin. So 81 miles per hour is when we're putting in that turning. Now let's look at the lap before. Again, looking at our vicinity to the wall. Let's check, are we any closer to the wall? Maybe like a quarter of a car length closer, so we're maybe getting a bit of a wider approach. And again, when do we start putting in wheel inputs? Right around there. So going back to when we're fully rotated, 73. So the fact that we keep the car straight before we start putting in wheel about 8 miles per hour slower, maybe that means that we're putting less pressure on the tires towards rotation, and the fact that we were trying to get the car turned 8 miles per hour faster might have been an issue. Also, looking at a brake pressure, we're using less severe. We're not like 80%, we're really at 60 this whole time. So I guess we're not really locking up the brakes as much, and we're turning in at a slower speed. So I feel just overall being more conservative. That's my thought. It's hard to tell whether the line's any cautious, but just when you're going full speed, that difference really just feels like almost inconsequential. So I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are about the difference, whether it was the speed, whether it's the brake pressure, whether it's all those combinations, all those factors. But yeah, I'm kind of lost since it's really easy to spin here, but it's hard to figure out why it happened. So thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.